What happens when Barcelona and Real Madrid decide to go full FIFA Career Mode on the transfer market in 2020? De Ligt, Hazard, Neymar, Kane, James, Pogba, Willian, all on the move, and GA Sports simulates exactly what that might look like. This is El Clásico in 2020.
So the way I set it up is a 4-3-3, but Messi as like a center forward. So what that does is it really relies on Pogba and Rakitic to hold down the midfield, and so
I expect Kroos and Modric to control the midfield and shuttle the ball up. Probably James is going to take it from them. Mbappe and Hazard will probably drift out wide and then end up coming back centrally, and Harry Kane's pretty much going to stay in the center, be the back-to-goal striker. So before we do anything else, let's talk about the actual likelihood that we're going to see these teams, this personnel in 2020. And I think it's probably better than people would expect.
Yeah, I mean, the likelihood of seeing them is better than people expect. I think, Barcelona, haven't really splashed the cash for obvious reasons recently. But I honestly think, Real Madrid with Ronaldo leaving, they haven't really gotten that talisman to replace him.
Right.
And maybe, this upcoming transfer window, they'll find someone that, maybe Eden Hazard, who's been heavily linked there, despite signing a new contract, I might add. I honestly think in my mind, if Pogba was to go to someplace like Barcelona, I think it's over for most other teams, even Real Madrid, no matter what they do. He's, in my eyes, that transfer fee, maybe he might not have lived up to the hype of it with Mourinho.
Yeah.
But, he's definitely the past few games under Oli just really grown into his true form that he was before when he was at Juventus. And I think that is something powerful and really scary, that if Barcelona could get that and they could harness that, I really think it's over.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, already we're 20 minutes in game time, and he's made a huge difference just in terms of how you're able to actually control the midfield. And you just look at his positioning. I mean, he's all over the place. So
he likes to drop back, too, naturally and get the ball, which, I'm going to be honest, I don't have any instructions set on him to do that. But as for Barcelona, I know you identified your own weakness, but I'm going to go there as well. And I'm going to say it's probably the right-back slot as well. I think, you bring in these transfers and stuff, but they changed Sergio Roberto to a right-back. And he was a defensive mid, so he has defensive qualities. But to what extent can he be an effective right back? And we've seen it in the future. In the past that he's been definitely a substantial part. But again, when it comes to really well made teams, I guess a team like Real Madrid in this case, they can just attack, especially if that's Hazard. Hazard running at Roberto.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that'll give him troubles, and especially I've added Willian too, and I think that will give. Well, speaking of Willian, I think that would not help because Willian's not really known for his defensive qualities either. And so I think that right side of Barcelona could be very weak depending on how they would line up in 2020.
Whoa.
Pogba,
I did not think he was going to be able to catch up to that.
Oh, Messi, that's tame. Pogba sprinting forward to get that as well. I feel like it's been a decent match so far, I know you've been a little lackluster on your end, you've said. But I think you have the potential, just one chance right there.
Aye. One
chance could change a match, and that's real life too. We've experienced that.
I like the high press here that you're doing. I think that'll work. And in this team that you've constructed, I think that's the best way to get some chances.
If I could connect a pass myself, though. Messi's so good. I think Messi, he had 91 goals one season. I don't think he can do that next season, but, I think he might get his second ever highest goal total. I think he could hit 80. I think he's that instrumental, and if he gets the right pieces around him like he had when Iniesta and Xavi were doing that well, then I really think that he could explode again onto the scene.
Whoa!
Now he's going to unload with that right arm. Then you change occupations.
Is that not an American football tackle there? If I've ever seen one, jeez.
I would have felt bad if I had actually turned that into a goal scoring opportunity.
Like that?
Hey! If that's the only way I can score, then I guess I'll take that.
It's Ter Stegen. I'm not surprised.
After what we've seen him do in the past.
I know better. That is shocking. That's
is,
on me. I don't think that's a Barcelona Ter Stegen in real life, but that's on me.
What's interesting is that Cruz was that high up the pitch, and in my instructions, I specifically tried to make sure that he was going to stay back because I knew that you'd be able to overrun me in the midfield if Modric got caught up attacking. So him being that high up the pitch, obviously it worked there.
Right.
But it may not work in the future.
We're bringing Coutinho on the left there.
I'm going to bring in Casemiro for Cruz.
Which, interesting enough, I didn't start him in this game. I started Willian instead. Mm-hmm. Obviously want to showcase Willian, but I think maybe, Coutinho would get the go-ahead in the 2020 season.
Well, I mean, the money that they spend on Coutinho, you would think that they wouldn't bring in someone to replace him, but he has been lackluster at times. Certainly this season. And you wonder, I mean, the talent is there, obviously.
Right.
But you wonder if he'll really figure it out. And I don't know if he ever will under Valverde. 1-0 on a player error. I guess I'll take that.
Oh, if you could see me right now, I'm so disappointed with that.
Leg 2, where are you looking from your team now?
Well, I still want to get out some more shots. I mean, the first leg, I won it 1-0, but it was a goalkeeper error. And at the end of the day, I only had 3 shots. 2 of them were on target. So I'm okay with that. I'm not the type of person that feels like, I need to have 10 shots in a game or something like that, as long as my conversion rate is high. But this is Barcelona we're talking about. I'm gonna need some more firepower from the offense. So we're each going with the same lineup here, and I think we were both successful in our own ways with it in the first leg.
Right. Roberto, this is the problem I'm talking about in last match.
Yep.
He's just not cut out for right back.
Oof. Let's see it. Woo!
Wow.
Oh, that didn't go in. I really thought that was in.
Did you really think that was in?
I really thought that went in. Wow.
No, bruv.
Wow. That's embarrassing. I really thought that went in. But you know what? I like the position that James is in there. So in this construction,
Sergio.
Yeah, that'll. In this current construction of Real Madrid, James, I think, is going to be a crucial piece of it. I think he's what's going to make the whole thing work. The fact that Real Madrid have 3 guys in this current construction that can each bag 20 goals a year, James is going to need to show his versatility. And he's one of the few players in the world where when he's at his best, he can score 20 goals a year or he can assist 15 goals a year, There's just not a lot of guys out there like that, I think.
Right.
Mbappe is not as involved in this construction that I thought he would be, and I feel like that's one key difference that if he's bought by Real Madrid, where he's going to be involved every match, I think.
Of course.
He's going to be their talisman, their Ronaldo replacement. I mean, it's going to be a very similar situation to where Ronaldo came from Man U and being in a different league and just exploding onto the scene and having this transcendent talent like Mbappe does. And on top of that, Mbappe is now a World Cup winner.
Right.
If there's one player that could solve the problems of either of these teams, specifically of Real Madrid, and we know they've had problems this year, it would be Kevin De Bruyne. So
right.
I think we figured it was too outlandish to suggest in this particular video.
Of course.
But I think there will be questions asked about
Definitely, but I mean, the original point of the foundations of these teams are players on that team of the year.
Yeah.
Which is definitely instrumental going ahead.
Yeah, I agree with you. It says a lot that the construction of these two teams is, there's so many guys that are recognized like that. Whoa!
Ooh, I don't know what Ter Stegen was doing, but he's definitely one of the sketchier goalies I've played with in this game. Love that. Pogba, he's been so good in the previous game, and despite that 1-0 loss, he was very outstanding, but he's been not well in this game. What a block from De Ligt.
Wow.
So where are you looking from your team to close out this game then?
I'm looking for a little bit more control in the midfield, and I think that there's times where I've felt forced to get the ball up into attacking areas because I don't feel like I have the power or the numbers in the midfield, especially not with Pogba over there. So I want to see more control But I do want to see a goal here. If not just for entertainment purposes. These two teams with so many attacking options, I think we need to see. Oh, what a save, Courtois.
We'll make a change here.
This for the second straight time I'm bringing Casemiro for Cruz here. I'm going to put Hazard into more of a traditional number 9 role. And then I'm going to bring in Vinicius, who's a kid I really, really like.
I like that move. I'm going to bring in... Is it Arthur? Is that what we're going with?
Arthur, I think.
Arthur. But bring him in for Rakitic.
I like that. Here's another kid, Arthur, that I really like a lot.
Definitely.
You know, Brazil's next generation is so incredible,
right?
With the players that are on it. Oh, look at that!
Just another angle on that shot to upper beams.
Wow. But it's so incredible, the kids that they have. Guys like Vinicius, Arthur.
I feel like that's always said about every generation of Brazilians. Wow. Odriozola, been really impressed with him. You think he can actually hold down a right back place in the future for Real Madrid?
You know, I think it's possible because I have not been impressed with Carvajal every time that I've watched him, that I've seen him, and that's both for club and country.
That's us. No way.
So, yeah, I don't see any reason why Odriozola couldn't hold down that spot.
Fair. Oh, that's a great ball.
Oh, that's the ball right there. Love it from Kane. I absolutely love that.
Viewers, I'm just gonna say something right now. I beat this kid 3-0, 2-0 in the warm-up before this video.
Is it captured? No. You know what?
That is questionable.
This is the type of thing that Harry Kane can do. I'm gonna put this out here, and I know I'm watching this replay twice. But this is the type of thing that Kane can do. All game he's been quiet for me. Really, over 2 legs he's been quiet for me. But he continues to find himself in goal-scoring positions, and his size, his length, he can do things like that. So obviously, it's a great ball from Marcelo, but this is why Harry Kane scores 20 to 25 goals a year.
Pogba just using his body. Referee's not going to give me a chance.
2-0 aggregate. I'll take that.
I beat you combined 5-0.
It's not on capture, so I'll take the win.
You know, that was a really lackluster performance from Barcelona. Hopefully, if this is the roster they have, they can do better in the future.
I would say the same thing about Real Madrid. I would like to see some more goal scoring, but this will do for now. What's up, guys? It's Griff from GA. If you haven't already, subscribe to us on YouTube, get the Off the Post newsletter, link is in the description, and follow us on social. And if you don't, then EA is going to keep career mode the same forever. Who am I kidding? They're going to do that anyway.